And for this spring collection, what is she wearing? She is wearing a lab coat with pockets and buttons to keep her clothes protected. She is also wearing blue gloves on both hands to keep her hands protected. And last but not least, what else is she wearing? Safety goggles. That's right, folks. They are back in fashion. For this season, all the scientists are wearing the same cool thing. Well, not all scientists. What'd you think about my fashion show? Do you like the new fall look? Well, this is sometimes what we think of as a scientist. If I said, close your eyes, imagine what a scientist looks like. Sometimes you think lab coat, maybe some gloves, maybe some goggles. But did you know that not all scientists wear this? Sometimes scientists wear just regular clothes. It depends on what they're doing. But it is important that if scientists are doing anything in a lab or where they need to protect themselves, then this safety gear is important. So let's talk about some of this safety gear and what it does. One reason that scientists use lab coats is to protect their clothing. They're often seen as white so that if anything splashed on them during the day, it's easy to see. But you don't have to use a lab coat to protect your clothes. Let's look at another way for you to protect your clothes. Have you ever seen one of these? Maybe you've seen them on a chef. Some chefs use these in the kitchen to protect their clothing. You know, chefs are a kind of scientist. They use tools and measure. They have to heat things. So we could call them a kind of scientist, a food scientist. Aprons are other ways that we can protect our clothing from different elements. If we were using chemicals or unknown substances, things that might splash on us and could hurt us, our skin or our clothing. Gloves are used to protect our hands, right? If I'm unsure of what the substance is, I might want to wear gloves. It's important to know that safety is our #1 priority in science. Now, let's test out a couple of these in a quick investigation, just for fun. Now, I'm going to be using vinegar. Okay, these 3 orange cups. I put a little food coloring in it so it would be easy for you to see. I have vinegar in these 3 cups and I have 3 unknown substances. And with one of these substances, there's going to be a reaction. #1, it's an unknown substance. So it's important that I use gloves and I use protection for my clothing. What am I forgetting? Something else I need to protect. It's like if I could just see it. Oh, to see it. Goggles. I need goggles to protect my eyes. If there's some kind of explosion or even just a splash, the tiniest of some kinds of chemicals could hurt my eyes. And I don't want that. All right, so let's go ahead and test our first substance. Now observe what happens. I've got 3 big air bubbles, but it's pretty much just sitting right on top of that substance. Let's go ahead and check our second unknown substance. That one didn't even really make big bubbles. I have 3, 4 little bubbles here and a little bit of floating at the top, but no real big reaction. All right, let's try our last one. Whoa! There it is. Do you know what you can mix with vinegar to make an explosion like this? Baking soda. It's fun, but you want to make sure that you're safe. So anytime you're using mixtures, make sure that you ask an adult for permission first. Well, I'm glad that we were well protected during our investigation today. Remember, all of these are to help keep you safe. Thanks for investigating with me today, and stay science stylish. We'll see you next time.